Hello there, crap to cream. I'm in the shed working on Flik the Focus. I have now started doing some general service items. Still waiting for, obviously, for parts. I'm waiting for my MG engine to come back, and I'm waiting for the parts to finish off the brakes on Millie. So I'm just going to carry on with this Focus for now, doing what I do. So I've now done the cabin air filter, or I'm in the process of doing that. And down here I have the cover that comes off the top. So there are some places here that you have to be careful of. So at the top, so that's the top, that's the bit that goes, this is the bit that goes against the windscreen. And there's this screw here. Now this is a screw, right? And if you look at the back side of this, the other side is a push fit. So that's what I saw first, was the push fitting. So I went with the assumption that this was also a push fitting. And with a lot of struggle and a lot of effort, right, it wouldn't come out. And then while it flicked up on the edge of here, it flicked the cover off the top. So this then came off. And underneath that was this screw. So if you are ever doing the aircon filter or the cabin air filter on a Focus, right, this one's a push fit at this end and this one is a screwed fitting, and you have to unscrew that so that it'll come off without breaking. And also when I did this, I found that previously the push fitting was broken, so I've now fixed that, and this had a little crack in it, so I fixed that. I won't say who did the little crack here, but I fixed it. Because it's important that this is here, because this part here seals against the windscreen. And if you don't do that, then water can leak down here and get onto the filter. This catch tray, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, this catch tray, I'm not sure whether that's a later fitting or not, but that should stop the water going onto the filter. And this is the filter that came out. So as you can see, it's pretty grubby. It doesn't look like it's been changed for quite a while, actually. So anyway, that's been changed now, and I've fixed this all up to go back in again. Don't want to lose them, so they stay together there. I've removed the engine support. This is the one that stops the engine rocking backwards to forwards, because the oil had got into this and caused this bush here to become a bit loose, and this one also here is a bit loose. So I've taken that off and I've ordered one of them. And one of the other jobs that I've been doing is the fuel filter. So the fuel filter is up here. Forget my torch. So it's up in there. I'm sure you can see up in there. All right. So as you can see, it's been removed. So it's quite tricky to get it out. And it's one of those jobs that you, oh yeah, she'll be right, mate. You know, like the filter will last forever sort of thing. So this is the one that came out. So I've cut it up so you can see inside. Hopefully you can see inside. And you can see the filter's deformed inside. So that means that the filter was blocked and the filter has collapsed. Right, so this was in need of a new filter. So I got the new filter. The outside diameter of the new filter was slightly smaller than the original, well, than that filter that came out, which even though it's the same part number. So I've wrapped some tape around the outside of that to make up the difference so that it all goes back in again. You also get some clips with the pack. These are the clips, spare clips, but my advice would be not to break the ones that come out, because these don't look the same as the ones that come out. So when you take them out, just be careful. They squeeze behind the back here, they squeeze together, and then it pulls out like that, and then the pipe just disconnects. Also, as I have found out, it's good to have the fuel tank at less than half full, otherwise fuel comes out of the pipe. So just bear that in mind. All right, that wasn't a very good camera shot, but anyway. So that's the dog bone that filter MAF sensor. So this is the MAF sensor. So just unscrew this screw here, take that out, and then give it a bit of a spray with this. I'm not sponsored by CRC or anything, this is just what I use. If you don't want to take it out, then you can either spray it from here in there, or turn it upside down and spray in through there. It's easy just to take it out. There's no ring seal inside here, so just lift it out and then put it back in again. So I think that's where I'm up to now. Oh, the drive shaft. So the drive shaft boot had split. So this boot had split in here. So I thought I would just disconnect the bottom knuckle there, and then yeah, just pull the suspension strut out, and yeah, I was able to get at the shaft so that I can fix this. So I'm just waiting for that part to arrive now, but you don't have to take all the brake caliper off and disassemble all the wheel bearings and all that for this particular one. You can just pull it out. So I've cleaned up internally inside there, cleaned out all the old grease. This side looks okay, so not overly phased. I think this side might be a bit more tricky to get to, but I'm sure you could get to it if you wanted to. So there's the struts done. Yeah, I've shown you the oil leak, so the oil leak's got to be fixed, and that's the rocker cover gasket. So I'm waiting for that. That should arrive today. So apart from that, that's pretty much where I'm up to with the old Flik the Focus right now. Don't think I've changed the oil, put a new sump plug seal on so that doesn't leak, and I'm just trying to clean a bit of oil off the bottom of the engine. So this is where the dog bone went, or the rear engine support. So that's supposedly, well, it will stop the engine rocking like that backwards and forward, and it also takes some of the shock out of the engine when you're changing, when the automatic gearbox is changing. All right, the exhaust all looks in good condition, so I'm very happy with that. So yeah, all the exhaust looks good. I'm not too sure about these shock absorbers up here. Not sure about that. I'm sure they'll compress back up again and like it'll be fine. I've also taken the rear hubs off now. And interestingly, there's a little plug at the back here, a little thing here. And my assumption right now is if the brake pads are okay, then that'll press in on both these, both of these on either side, right? They don't move, and those little pins hit inside here, so that is telling me that these shoes are worn. So I'm assuming that that's the indicator. So if you press that in, your shoes have got some life in them, and if it doesn't move like these, unless they're seized, then you're pretty well at the end of the life of the shoes. All right, so there's just some things that I found out while I've been servicing this Focus. So I've got to clean all the drums up, clean everything up. New shoes should be coming in soon, and then I can replace them. This one's the same at the top of the shock. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, that's it. The new radio's fitted, and when I go through that inside the car, when I'm doing other stuff, I'll show you how to put the code in. It's quite simple and straightforward, as long as you know the code. I found the code on the old handbook of the car that I got the radio out of, so it should be, yeah, should be able to find it. All right, that'll do for now. I'm not sure whether I'll post this or not, because this is getting a bit long now. I only try to do 5 and 10 minute videos, because otherwise, you know, you're giving up your time in your day to do this, to watch what I do. So I'll put the fuel filter back in again now. I won't put you through the pain of watching me do that. And I'll be in touch. So I got to 1,000 subscribers, and thank you to everybody who has subscribed and supports the channel. Fantastic. I haven't done it for monetary gain. I just wanted to get to 1,000, and I have. So thank you very much indeed, and please keep subscribing. I don't know what the next goal is, but anyway, that's all. That was just on my bucket list, I suppose. So thank you very much indeed, and yeah, really enjoy the comments and the feedback. All gratefully received. So thank you very much indeed, and yeah, bye for now. Hi there, just a bit of a late news flash in regarding to the oil leak. So I've taken the rocker cover off and I have found the problem, and it requires a replacement. Well, I could try and bodgy it up the same way the person did before, but maybe not. So I've spoken to my wrecker friends and they've got a spare rocker cover. So I'll disappear off tomorrow and I'll go and get that. But as you can see, herein lies the problem. So yes, so the actual rocker cover itself has cracked. So the gasket has crimped over and come in, and then it's leaked oil all over the engine. It's alright, all the rest of it's okay. All good. Oh, it's a splatterings of silicon, but yeah, that's the problem. Not sure how that happened, but that's something I've got to fix now. So yeah, off to the wrecker tomorrow, and I'll get a replacement one. I've spoken to them today, so yeah, won't be a big problem, I don't think. So yeah, that's it. No more waffling. I'll speak to you when I've got the rocker cover and I've checked it out and I'm going to install it. So bye for now.